Alright, so once again, this is going to be unscripted, so just prepare for that. I don't think the Snyder Cut really needs any introduction. I mean, it's been a whole thing for 4 years now. And now it's finally out, somehow. And yeah, it wasn't that bad. It's still plagued with a lot of problems. There's tons of slow motion, and the writing could be better, and some of the acting, but it was definitely an improvement overall. I'm glad that Cyborg got more character development. In the original, he was just there, I guess, and didn't really serve any kind of purpose other to just fill a slot. The ending itself, the final epilogue or whatever, with the dream sequence with the Joker, was honestly really well done. And I mean, I feel like, cinematic universes aren't really my thing anymore, but I do like what it somewhat sets up at the end with Lex Luthor and Deathstroke. I also feel like Superman, while he's barely in it, he still feels fleshed out, I guess you could call it. And also, there's not that CGI cornfield anymore or anything like that, so yeah, that was a much better decision. Thanks, Zack. Honestly, I wasn't really on board with the Snyder Cut at all. I mean, Joss Whedon's version of the Justice League movie was terrible. I mean, of course it was, but I mean, at that time, I mean, there was no such thing as a Snyder Cut, and it really hasn't existed until this year. And then they announced that it was costing like $70 million, something like that, to reshoot stuff for the Snyder Cut. Plus, there's all these changes, like shooting in IMAX, but 3:4 aspect ratio, which, by the way, that aspect ratio was actually a nice touch, by the way. Anyway, and then they redesigned Steppenwolf, and he actually looked worse. And then Jared Leto recast as Joker. I mean, he actually, he didn't do Suicide Squad Joker again, so I mean, that's better, I guess. But still, I was honestly really doubtful, and I thought the film was going to be really bad. But then critics started giving it positive reviews, and then I saw it at the time of recording about, I don't know, a couple hours ago. And yeah, it's good, I guess. I mean, it's not a masterpiece, it's not great, but it was enjoyable. It's definitely much better than the original. But I mean, it's not that hard to be better than that original movie, but still, yeah, I thought overall pretty good movie. I think in general, Zack Snyder can be a good filmmaker. I actually like the Watchmen movie. Once again, it's not a masterpiece, but still enjoyable, and it is very true to the original book. But yeah, he didn't do well with some of his other work, but I do hope he gets back on track in the future.